I've heard that life is what you make it. I say make room to grow. I'm your host, LaWanda Dockery, and this is the Make Room to Grow podcast. It all started with a dream about growing food, and who would ever imagine that growing food would lead to me learning about personal growth and development? Well, it did, and I want to bring you along for this beautiful ride. Thank you so much for joining me. Hello, Grow Nation. How are you guys? I hope this finds you looking forward to another beautiful new weekend out in the garden. So one may say, hey, it's August. All of my plants have died back, my cucumbers, my squash, zucchini. There's nothing more to do. If you go back to my very first episode, I started around the end of July and I was told repeatedly, oh, it's too late. You can't grow anything now. You're not going to get anything now. And I was determined to prove everybody wrong. More importantly, I had a God-given dream and I was determined that God was right. Everybody else was wrong. That is the beauty of having a vision, having a desire that's God-given. You will go to any lengths to walk that thing out. Back to you though. I want you to feel comfortable in getting started now. I'm in zone 7A. I'm in Connecticut. What I'm going to be growing is string beans, collards, Swiss chard, all of the brassica type of a leafy green, cabbage, collard type of family crops. But right now, where I am, you cannot go wrong with beans. Beans are prolific. Beans can withstand heat. Some of your greens will go and bolt, is what we call bolting. They'll go to flower. They'll go, which ultimately turns into seed because the weather's too hot and it's not what they're used to. Collard greens, more so your lettuces really want a cooler temperature. Your spinach wants a cooler temperature. Definitely some of your herbs want a cooler temperature. You'll notice that it'll start to grow a stalk up in the middle and it'll go into a flower. Those flowers will turn to seed. Your broccolis, they want cooler weather. So just be mindful. Always look at your seed packet. That's your manual. That's your guide. Everything you need should be on there. If not, you can Google whatever the crop is that you want to grow. Look at the maturity days to maturity. If I know, for example, my first frost date is going to be, I'm making it up, say it's going to be end of October. Okay, it's early August, so I need something that will mature within 60 days if I'm looking to do something that cannot withstand a frost. If I'm looking to do something that can withstand a frost, I can go beyond the first frost date because then now I know it can weather a little bit of cold temperatures. It can withstand some cool nights and it likes that. So that's how you gauge how much time you have. People will often look at peppers and tomatoes and those things that need a lot of hot weather for a long period of time, but that's not the case with everything. Your greens, just think of your greens as you just need enough to sustain the greenery versus you need enough energy from the sun to push out flowers and then to push out fruit. Think of it that way. Is this the end? I say absolutely not. So I grew up in the 80s. Well, I was born late 70s, but I grew up in the 80s. And I used to love this group called New Edition. You probably have heard of them. They had a song called Is This the End? I won't dare sing it for you, but this is not the end, honey. You can still grow this season. I don't care how many naysayers are telling you you cannot. I don't care what you previously learned. I don't care what you thought. I'm telling you, you can grow this year. I have seed packets in front of me. Y'all know I love my seeds. I have some sweet peas that can be harvested within 63 days. I have some yellow wax beans, just like your string beans, your green beans, 54 days to harvest. I have my collard green seed packet. It says 70 days to harvest. Okay, I'm going to be growing some turnips. I have some Swiss chard, 30 to 60 days to harvest. I have some more green beans, 50 days to harvest. Do you see what I'm saying? I have Beets, dark red, Detroit dark red medium tops, 59 days to harvest. It's doable, guys. It's completely doable. I have 1, 2, 3 different varieties of carrots. I have little fingers, atomic reds, long sweet King Midas carrots. These are all good for this time of year because they love a frost. I'm going to get me some carrots. I've not had the most success with it, but it does not stop me from trying. This is a good crop for the cool weather. You have to get started. I also have flowers now that I've been trying, guys. I got my first sunflower this year that I grew from seed. I have some marigolds that I'm waiting to bloom. I've moved them to a spot that has more sun. I'm trying new things. I'm going to try some fall flowers. And I've never been a person to try flowers, but I'm going to try. I've planted my first potatoes, white potatoes, in a bucket, and I'm trying for that. I have loofah that I'm waiting to come. There's always something to do. I have green tomatoes that I've been working with all summer, but I'm convinced that I'm going to get at least 1 green tomato, and I'm growing those for my sister-in-law. So guys, there's always something in the garden that's going to propel you, that's going to keep you locked in on your vision, because you can get one thing. If you could get one thing on your plate for you and your family, you were a success. If you can even get 1 seed in the ground that sprouted, you are a success. I need you to get this in your spirit. Now, I'm trying to be more interactive. Email me at info@makeroomtogrow.com if you have any questions, if you have feedback, if you want to hear an episode on a particular topic. Please let me know. But guys, here's a reminder. If God gives you vision, don't you dare let anyone deter you. If you have a desire to grow, don't let anyone or anything stop you, okay? I'm here to cheer you on. I'm here as a resource, and I'm here to just show you what I know. Guys, until next time, I want you to be intentional about those areas in your life where you are going to make room to grow.